Cal BHP UK, and strapped to the dyno today we have a BMW R1250 GS. We have done hundreds and hundreds of these, both on our dyno and through our ECU Flasher. This customer is fairly local to us, so he's requested that we set it up on the dyno for him. So obviously we have to oblige. This particular bike is running a Blackwood or DECAT and an Akrapovic end can. We're going to do what we always do when we're running them on the dyno, get it run up, see what the bike is doing as it's left the factory, and then we'll write a map to make it run and tune the fueling in perfectly. Always good to revisit the BMW R1250 GS. We have literally done hundreds of these bikes, both on our dyno and on our ECU Flasher. This bike had a modified exhaust, so when it came to us, it was already making 125 brake horsepower at the back wheel. With the R1250 GS, at wide open throttle, it's just a case of putting a little bit more fuel in at the bottom. So there's not huge amounts of gains to be had at wide open throttle. You can see from 2000 to 4000 RPM, we've added quite a bit of fuel. We've got the bike running at 13.2 to 1, pretty much ideal for getting the best performance from an engine. And the biggest gains always come at lower throttle openings. At 50% here, you can see the blue plot has a great big flat spot in it. It's about 4.5 to 5000 RPM. And from looking at the lower trace, you can see that we've increased the fueling again to around 13.2 throughout the rev range. You can see from the modified plot that it's lost that flat spot and you get a much more linear power delivery. Biggest gains as always come at below 50% throttle. We've used 25 as an example here. You can see that we've added quite a lot of fuel to it again. It seems to be a common theme on this bike, and we've gone to 13.2 across the range. You can see by looking at the power plot that at 5000 RPM on the stock bike there's a big drop off. That drop off comes as no surprise because that's where the bike shifts onto the high lift cam. When you've got the throttle open only partially, you will get a drop in power there. High lift cams are made to flow high amounts of gases. When your throttle's only open 25%, you're not putting that amount of gas through. So you will get that drop off in power. By adding the fuel back in, we can smooth that out a huge amount, and you can see that the new plot is now a lot more linear. The biggest advantages you will feel on the road when you twist the throttle, you get a much better throttle response. The 1250 is a firm favourite amongst a lot of you guys that own and run this bike. We do have, if you're interested, a video that compares the 1250 to the newer 1300. You will find a link just over my shoulder up here. As has been the case for a long time, this bike is available on our ECU Flasher. So if you're not local to us, you can still get your bike mapped by one of our map writers. All you do is take a read off your ECU with this device, send that file to us, and one of our map writers will write you a file taking into account any modifications and any requirements you have from your bike. This is the point in the video that I beg for likes and subscribe, so I'm going to do that. Please do hit that like, subscribe and the bell icon. It really does help us out. It keeps you notified of any new content that we bring into the channel.